Hey, well, this is Zacchaeus with another live word of the day. Yo, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. And for those tuning in for the first time, I thank you. And those who've been consistently support me, I thank you as well. And man, thank you all over across the globe who listen to me, Russia, India, right here in the United States. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support. Those who listen to me globally, I thank you for tuning in. Yes, I'm here in the United States in New York City. Thank you so much. Well, today I'm going to talk about idleness. And when you're idle and you don't find yourself occupying yourself to something that's constructive, you find yourself getting into all type of trouble, especially young people. You find yourself getting into all type of trouble, especially when there's a thing called train hopping that they did in New York. I mean, the mayor Eric Adams busted these people for train hopping. Young people, one person died. It's dangerous. They're hopping the train while the train is in motion. Dangerous. Why can't they just find themselves doing something that's constructive? Like, for example, getting into sports, getting involved with the school sports. Because if you don't, either school sports or something that's constructive that interests you, that can help you make money eventually, like sports, or something that can, or maybe gaming. Even that, take that, gaming, where you can sit down with your friends and just go through game consoles and just play video games. Why can't you do that? Or if you're not into gaming, um, getting into something like YouTube channels. There's a thing called YouTube automation where you can build your own YouTube channel, get your own extra Google, get your own Gmail, and build an YouTube channel where you can just hire freelancers. If you have money, making money, you even need a lot of money. Hire freelancers to build a YouTube channel for you. You don't have to show your face, and you don't have to use your own voice. You can do that, or you can get into e-commerce. Start selling on Amazon. Start learning how to sell on Etsy. Be creative, learn how to sell on Etsy. There's a whole lot of things you can get into. You don't have to be idle. There's things you can do. You don't have to. This was maybe about 2 years ago. There's a person that came on Facebook and said, "I'm bored." Woman sitting on her bed, like we really care about her laying on the bed. She said, "I'm bored and I have nothing to do." I didn't really want to make a comment, but I made a comment anyway. And I told her, I said, "Listen, there's so much things you can learn. We never stop learning. There's so much things that we can learn and we can do. You never stop learning. Never stop learning. There's always new things to learn. Always new things to learn." And what I did, right now, and I feel that there's always something new to learn. And only a few months ago, I was pondering, and I used my income. That was I would say last year. I used my income tax money and I invested into a business, called an online business called Period Time Publishing. And then when I put my money into it, I realized it wasn't for me. So what I did, I requested my money back. They still didn't give me back my money. But I got into something else. Got into YouTube, creating videos, sharing the gospel. And I realized that I find enjoyment doing that. That wasn't idle. I find enjoyment doing that. Sharing the gospel on the platform called YouTube. So folks, my point is me telling you this is that you gotta find something that excites you. Find something that drives you. Find something that you can create, have fun doing it. It can even be going to the gym. You find yourself that you're enjoying going to the gym, working out, and maybe you could be a possible trainer. to help people lose weight or tone their muscles or physique. Hey, there's ways you can do that. And I heard of an online business, a way of doing it online too. So there's so many things. My point is that there's so many things to get into. There's no need for you to be idle. No need for you to just shoot the breeze and be idle. Because if you're idle, you find yourself getting into all type of mischief. You find yourself, it even causes you, and this is, I'm going through a spiritual aspect too. It even causes you to sin. It would even cause you to sin and sell your soul. So my advice to anyone that is bored, just sitting down, the only thing you do is just talk on the phone, idle with people, talk silly things, shooting the breeze, let people waste your time. And all you do is, maybe you go to work, maybe you don't, but maybe you go to work, but you find yourself being idle when you're not from work. You find when you're away from work, you find yourself just watching TV, and then you get into porn, all type of things that will separate you from God. Find yourself a hobby. Find yourself a something that excites you. Find yourself a passion that excites you. Because trust me, once you find it, it's not, the money's not gonna even, in the beginning, the money's not gonna even be a focus. Well, money is gonna be a focus eventually, but it's not gonna be a focus in the beginning because you enjoy doing it. And when you enjoy doing something, you don't even think about it as work. You gotta do it. You enjoy it. And you enjoy doing that. Whatever hobby that is, you enjoy doing that. So find yourself a passion. Find yourself something that drives you. Find yourself something that you can hold on to, and then nurture it. Keep going at it. Whether it's music, I know for a moment of time in my life it was writing songs. I still like writing songs, being creative, writing music, writing songs, recording music. It's an expensive hobby, recording music and putting out music on iTunes, on Spotify, on different streaming platforms, and possibly making enough money when you maybe get your income tax, you put out a little music video, or it's what some people do on YouTube. YouTubers, what they do is they get together with their friends and they make little skits, little storylines, short storylines that can just grab the audience. Short storylines that you think is interesting, maybe some funny videos, maybe some videos that are learning lesson videos, maybe some short videos, and that's where Doorman comes in, and that's where what's another one? It's Doorman, and there's another one, Van. Anyway, something similar to Doorman. Something similar to Doorman. They start making some short films. Start making some short films, and some still don't have to be long. It could be like 10 minutes, and that could be your creative niche. It could be, and you'll never know what can blow up. That's my point. You never know if you're not afraid of. That's if you're not afraid of the camera. But my goal and my aim for this stream right now is to find yourself something that excites you. Find yourself something that drives you. Find yourself something that you're not idle. You just have fun creating it. So, because if you're idle and you're wasting your time, remember, we don't stay young forever. This is when I get to the young people too. In your 20s and your 30s, if you listen to this live stream, if you listen to the stream, you do not stay young forever. You don't stay young forever. So, and if you find yourself being idle, you're gonna get into all type of trouble. Maybe with women. If you're a man, you get in trouble with some women, or maybe you get into trouble with gossip. Gossip gets people into trouble all the time. Gossip gets people into trouble all the time. He say, she say. I heard you said this about me. I heard you said that about me. Can get you in trouble as well. So my drive to you is to find yourself a hobby. Find yourself a passion. and go for it. The new year is approaching. We're going into the holidays of Christmas. Find yourself, find yourself a passion. Find yourself, well, to me, Merry Christmas. It's already Christmas already. Merry Christmas. It's already Christmas already. And we're just entering the new year, 2024. Find yourself for the new year. Make that be your New Year's resolution. Find yourself a passion that you can get into. Find yourself something that drives you, something that get excites you. You can't wait to get home and do, or find yourself something that, or just get into something. Maybe you see something on YouTube. Maybe you see something that other people are doing. Maybe you follow somebody on YouTube, and maybe you wanna, and you just thought to your mind that maybe I can share my expertise. You never know. When you share your expertise with people, you never know who's listening. You never know who can learn from your expertise. And eventually you can monetize it right here on YouTube. You never know. You never know. You just never know. So my drive to you is find yourself a hobby, find yourself a passion for the new year. Make that be your New Year's resolution. And so the live word of the day is coming out of Proverbs 19 verses 15. The slothfulness casts into deep sleep. An idle person will suffer hunger. If you're idle, this is what the scripture is saying. If you're idle, you will get yourself into trouble. If you're hanging around a bunch of people and they're thinking about robbing a store, robbing a liquor store, or thinking about swindling money, scamming people out of money, you will find yourself in prison, and you will be kicked out in the streets, and you find yourself in hunger, suffering hunger. Why? Because you're idle and you're splurging money. You may be gambling. That's not a good hobby, because you're gambling. You're taking risks with your hard-earned money, and you can lose all your money. And like what the scripture says, you can be suffering. You can be suffering, and you can get hungry. The idle person will suffer hunger. Well, I hope you learned from my share, what I shared today. And happy holidays. And God bless. Be safe out there. Well, this is Zacchaeus with another live word of the day. God bless. Be safe out there. And hug your family and love them. Well, this is Zacchaeus with another live word of the day. God bless and be safe out there. Peace and blessings.